Yeah, sure.
Test, test. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Guff TV's Sunday Night at Guff. My name is Michael, otherwise known as Will Fannin, and we're going to come in here and play some games on a Sunday night down at Guff. Tonight's game is Blood Bowl, an old favourite of mine. I love this game, and I was very happy to see it being released as a computer game. So let's get in and have a look. This is my very first time playing Blood Bowl 2. I have played a little bit of Blood Bowl 1. Haven't had a chance to get into Blood Bowl 2. So we'll start. So see how we go. So my first playthrough. So here we go. Enter. Coach's name. Let's see. Crowd account. So. Okay, so yes, can't play on the servers.
Ah, there you are. Can't tell you how long we've been waiting. Welcome back, at long last, to Cabal Vision HD. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Alright, well let's play a friendly match to start with, okay? Races, let's have a look. Human, orc, dwarf, scale, wow. Have to pick one of my which tend to pick? The Silver Leaves, the Dragons, or the Gladiators. Oh, let's see. These are the highest teams I'll use. Pretty cool logo though. Let's have a look here. AI opponent. Alright, so with the Blood Bowl, it is actually based off a board game that we play regularly here down at Guff. In fact, our Blood Bowl season's about to kick off. Part of the reason why I felt like giving this game a go tonight.
Did you know the Spike Magazine trophy was forged in?
Let's see if I can get rid of those.
Sarna Grund. Many slaves died to create it, but then it was the lowest bid.
Alright. So yeah, it's based off a board game that we play here, and probably my biggest criticism of the computer game version is its AI. Generally, its AI is pretty predictable. It does some basic tactics from the board game okay, but it's easily worked around. And the way they offset this is by making the difficulty level hard, rather than actually making the AI smarter. What it does is it makes all the dice rolls work against you. So this is because it's a board game, it's based off dice rolls, and everything's based off a D6. And so what happens is, with this one, it puts a modifier on all your dice rolling and makes it worse and worse and worse. So you're spending time fixing up problems from the dice rather than actually overcoming a more intelligent AI, which is a little bit frustrating because I think if the developers spent a little bit of time talking to players, they would have been able to come up with some pretty decent strategies and decent ways of upping the challenge level by making the AI smarter rather than throwing the dice all out of whack. So it's
Are magic sponges really magical, Bob?
That's a trade secret, Jim.
So each of the different teams has a team value at the bottom. Mine's 1.3 here, or 1,300. And then obviously the higher the number, the better the team is. So I can pick a team that's worse than me, but I'm going to try and find a team that's about the same. We'll see what pops up. Cleveland Criminals. There we go. Human team against mine. That should be pretty close. We'll play that. So we'll call it turn duration. Now, normal turns can be brought down to 2 minutes, but because this is my first time playing this and I am playing around with you guys watching me, I might just lift it up to 3 minutes, but we'll see how we go. Now, which of the arenas do we want to play in? So there's some new stadiums from what they used to be. Probably not a lot that's... So we'll pick maybe the human silver court. That sounds alright. So we're just going to play a quick match tonight. Not get too much into the details.
Well, the blocking dice are warmed up and ready to be rolled. Let's get this show on the pitch.
Just waiting for it to load up. So for those who don't know about the board game or the computer game, Blood Bowl is basically American football meets Lord of the Rings.
Welcome back, Bloodbowl.
We have ourselves...
The stadium is only mildly run down and pleasantly surprised. What about you, Bob?
Oh, I've got fond memories of this place back when I was a player. I ripped an elf's head off in that dugout over
Wait
there.
for the intro to finish.
The teams going into this game are well matched. I'm expecting a close fought game.
There you go, using words like expecting again, Jim. You're not pregnant, are you? Don't expect anything in Blood Bowl, except blood.
Well, we've got a big guy in their team. So yeah, it's fantasy creatures playing American football. So we've got the coin toss here from the referee. I did decide. So, against a human team, I think I'm going to go on offense first.
This game features a human team.
Set up
They're
my team.
adaptable and tasty, but they can't always specialize to the degree that you can.
I'm still learning all the things. I do need to figure out camera settings. So let's cutscenes, match camera. So control mouse, audio, English. Sounds. Here we go. Let's turn that down. Thought that was a bit loud. Turn that a little bit down. I might just so there is a way to move the camera in a better position, but I'm not. What do we got? Blitz zone? What's that? That's capture. There we go. Yeah, that linesman swap. Yeah. Then I want this linesman to swap with him. Him to push up. Him to push up into here. If I'm in offense, I want to be in a position to press hard. Now, in this game, if I can get more people ganging up for the tackle, then I can get some advantages. So I will find any. Ooh, 2 throwers. I wouldn't have done 2 throwers. I'm going to pull the lineman in. And I'm going to put him up the front there. Put him up the front. Just sit him here as a bit of a backup runner. So, got a minute to sort that out. So I think I've done all that. Keep him set up. See how we go. High kick. New player of the Caledonian Dragons, and I'll get the ball. So they tell me that the ball is going to fall back here, so I can grab my thrower. He can run underneath it. Hopefully, which he should, catch it. Done. So, because this is a board game, it's a turn-based game. So I've got my turns up the side here. 8 turns for the half. Opposition has his 8 turns up there. This here is rerolls. I've got 2 rerolls by the looks of it. As the name implies, I can use those to reroll some dice in the game. So let's start with, let's hit somebody. So my guy here is going to throw a tackle against this guy. Because I've got the man standing next to him, I get to use 2 dice and choose the result that suits me. I'm going to take.
The attacker has an assist.
I don't know. Do I block? I don't think I've got block. So I'm going to have to take push. I'm going to push him out of the way. Yeah, I'll follow that. So then he can rush into here. I've got another hit over here that I can do. Confirm that. Push in. Thing, we'll move into here. Alrighty, so now I'm going to do a blitz. So you're allowed to do 1 blitz per turn, per team. So I'm going to put my assist into here. And then I'm going to go and blitz. And blitz is to move and tackle. And I want to hit him from here. Yep.
You'll get an assist now.
Whack. And then we can continue on with his movement. guy goes to the sideline. On this side over here, I think I'm just going to press up on them. Yeah. Now, this guy here is severely outgunned. Just have to look at the size of him, he's huge. So his strength 5 to my strength 3, so he's going to have all these dice bonuses against me. So I just want to get my guy out of the way. In order to do that though, I've got to dodge. So I'm going to have to try and get away from this guy. So I'm just going to try and dodge back to here. There's an 83% chance of success and I failed. I don't think I'm going to re-roll that one. KO'd, of course. No, I'm not going to have to carry him. But that does illustrate the point I was making at the start of the game about the AI. So rather than actually make the computer more intelligent to play against, it's just going to make all the dice rolling harder for me. So something that statistically I should have easily have made, it's going to make me fail them a lot more often. Pressing up on that. So come back and keep my lines in. Knocked my guy over. Felt my team up. So, what I need to try and do is get the ball to one of my fast players. This guy here is probably one of my faster players. So I'm going to take advantage of the fact that he's already standing next to this guy. I'm going to blitz. With a push will do. If I get a push, I can push him out of the way. Oh, got him. Then, but also pressure, I might continue his move there. No, that'll let me. Yeah, there we go. Just got to get used to the user interface on this one. So he's going to press up on that guy there and cover him. Now, because I've got 3 guys ganging up on him, I'm going to hit him. Yep, that'll do it. Yep, bang. Stay where I am. Yeah, big hit. Woo! It's always good when you hit them. Alright, so now I'm going to get my throw up. And this is going to, I'm going to predict it right now. This pass should be fairly easy for my thrower to make, and I bet you he's going to muck it up.
Yeah, no, I disagree. I think it'll make it.
Alright, so try again. I'm going to move to here. Put it close to my, and then from here I should hopefully be able to pass it to him. 83%, so it's a 50% chance of the pass and an 83% chance of the catch. Let's see how I go. Now, told you, failed, but I do have. How do I get that back? It told me. Did it run out of time? Success. Trying to figure out what's going on. Why won't it let me pass? Oh no! It says I've already performed an action this turn. Why did it not? This could be trouble. Alright, so now I gotta rush this guy back to protect him. I'm gonna put this down to simply just not knowing the user interface. Send some guys back here. Protect. Don't understand what that's for. Anyway, still learning, so let's see how we go. This guy now needs to stand up. This guy needs to stand up. This guy needs to stand up. I think that's everybody. I think I'm done. End turn. Thanks for the feedback on the sound. I might see if I can just adjust the sound. Turn this down. Hopefully that sounds a little bit better. So thanks for that. Chat. Pushback results. Pushback, good work. So you can see how they've really tried to make it look like and feel like a board game as well. So you always see the dice popping up, showing you, ooh, that was lucky.
At the same time.
I'm going to try and put some pressure on my ball carrier. So this guy's going to have to rush in and smash it. Give him the... Oh, I'm going to have to reroll that.
Yeah?
Reroll. Bang. Dodge. Okay. That is painful. Alright, well, I'm going to have to try and move this guy to here. Move to here. Got away from him, thankfully. Pass it to him.
Another pass. This isn't like a pass.
I'm aware.
Caught it. Oh my goodness. I caught it. So now, it should be a fairly straightforward run down and score the touchdown. Oh, what? Under there. Under there. Ooh. Nope. Alright. Can I cover this guy just in case the inevitable dice rolls try to screw me over? I just want to hit him. Look up him. There we go. Just want to hit him. Push. Out there. Follow. And he can go around in here. It'll just be an obstacle. Right, here I run around. What have I got left? Who hasn't moved yet? Righty. Right, so this guy here is going to move to there. So now... This will do. Don't think I got blocked. Catch. Oh, we have to keep on. Unfortunately, we both... Oh, he has blocked. Oh, not a lot I can do about that. Well, hopefully, my guy can get there and hold on to the ball.
Fancy a sign saying slowly.
Failed to dodge. We're going for it. Oh, and he rolled a skull. That's awesome. That's a bit of luck my way.
Yeah.
Need that. Alright. Wow. Suddenly this changes things a bit. What are we up to? Turn 4? And I seem to have more players near the touchdown than he does. Just wondering whether or not I can hold up scoring. I don't think I can. Nah, you got that big boy there. So I'm just going to step over. But I'm going to score under the post.
No, you can hold that up.
Nah, scoring under the post.
No, you can hold that
Touchdown. 1-0 for the good guys.
up. He's good at that. Huge hold.
Is my guy waking up from the knockout bin? No. That does mean now I need to bring in that reserve player. Alrighty, so now it's my turn to defend. I've got thrower. Where's
That's the first one.
Blitzer. I'm going to put the blitzer out the fringe here. Push him up into there. Swap you two. Gonna push him up to there. Push him on the inside of him. Push him on the inside here. I'm being really aggressive with my defense at the moment. Humans are pretty quick, and there is actually room for them to sleep around the outside here and get back into my back zone. But I have every confidence that my team's fast enough to chase any of these guys down. So I'm going to just go out the all-out blitz. Cancel that. Confirm setup. That's the button I wanted to hit. Yeah, so he's done something similar. So I've got to kick the ball off to his. And I tend to be a bit cocky with my kickoffs, so I'm going to pop it there. Ooh, I got one of my rerolls back. That's awesome. Let's see where the ball actually went. Yeah, that's nice and deep. I might do that.
Mr. Action.
He's using his reroll. It's probably the freebie that he got. Well, it looks like my decision to press up on them is backfiring. They're pretty much smashing my entire line. But let's see how we go here. That guy stand up if I need him. Yep. And then I can drop him back a square. So this is where I'm going to rely heavily on my agility skill, which if you have a look over here, agility 4 means I'm a bit more agile than the rest of them. So I'm going to hopefully rely on that to...
I hope he knows what he's doing.
this guy here, you can get up and make it to there. Whoa. Get lucky. And drop off. Now there's... I got a little bit of time to explain this. The reason I'm doing this is that if I stand next to these guys, all they're going to do is just bash my team. And they're pretty good at dishing out the pain, these guys. So what I'm going to do is try and use my agility to drop one square off them. And I don't know if you remember me saying earlier, but you get one blitz per turn. So if this works, and I'm able to retreat all my guys away from him, means in the next turn he should only really be able to hit one guy. So that's the main. So let's see if I can pull this guy back. Yep. He'll drop back. And then we'll do the same. Wow, made them all. It is amazing. So notice I've dropped 1 or 2 squares back from them. Tried to close off some of the... Still a bit of a wide zone out there. I'll see what he does with that. But just drop 1 square off him. Yield only a little bit of space. So that next time when he presses, he should all basically try and press up on me, keep me covered, and then I'll just drop 1 more square back and just keep doing this all the way back, chewing up the time, because at the moment we're up to turn 5, so he's only got 3 more turns to score, so let's see how we go with this. So this is what I mean about being predictable and a simple tactic. So basically what he's going to do is he's going to move the ball up. He's going to put all these defensive players around him, making it really hard for me to get to that ball. But what I'll do is, depending on where his players go, so he's had to drop 1, 2, 3, 4 guys back to protect the ball. So now... Well, that wasn't a bad move from him.
This is going to be enough to come out on top.
Yeah. He's given me a bit of an outnumber, so I'm going to try and use my numbers to hold him off. So I don't actually have to tackle that guy. I'm 1-0 up. He's got to try and score against me. So I'm going to try stand this guy up for 1 and blitz. It will let me blitz. Thought so. That's alright. So then I'm going to try and dodge. Come around to here. Got away. Awesome. So now I'm going to push this guy up into this hole here just to plug up the hole. Then I'm going to use my superior numbers out here and try and hit this guy. That's it. Bang. And definitely follow. Good hit. Alright, so now I have a 3v2, maybe a 3v1 depending on how he responds to that. Got the outnumber here, so I'm going to hit him again, knock him back. Punch him away from me. Stay where I am. Oh, KO, yeah. So KO means he gets carried off the field, and there is a chance he'll wake up, 50-50. Otherwise, you have to replace him. So, pretty much everyone's happily 1 square away, except for this guy. He doesn't really want to be standing next to the ogre, so I'm going to just move him back here. Okay, isolate the ogre. So as you can see, my right-hand side over here. Hasn't really had to move at all. He's dropped his players back to protect. He's pressed his ogre up, but I've just dropped off him. And then used my greater numbers over here to start hitting him. So if I can hit him off the field, then the crowd will beat him up. And the crowd do a pretty good job of beating people up. So I think I might just see if I can do that. But I think I'm done. So he's going to move the cage to my left. So use those 4 guys to form a cage around him. Oh, God. Alright, so guard is a... Oh. That was a big hit. Oh, no. Stunned. Oh. Alright. A couple of strange things happened there, so I'll just... Even though I had bigger numbers, this guy just here, so I have to make sure I get him. This guy here has a skill called guard. And guard lets you assist someone's tackle whether you're standing next to someone or not. So it actually makes him really, really strong. So what I need to do is I'm going to send a thrower to here. And that will negate this guy's assist. I'm going to hit him. Oh, I didn't want that. Shoot to the sideline. Follow it up. Big hit. Not quite big enough. And this guy now is going to hit him. So we've got to separate these 2 apart. Big hit. Go over there. Follow. So, rest of my line. These guys are not really that helpful over there, so what I'm going to do is move him across, help his mate. Take him over and help his mate. Yep, go to there. He's in his tackle zone, so what I'll do is I'll then bring this over to here. There. So I'm sort of forming my line. And he will come in. Have I blitzed yet? I think I've blitzed yet. Yeah, hit him. Blitz. Bang.
He's coming to help his buddy.
Yeah. Big hit. Yeah, stay there. Follow up. So I'm feeling pretty good. Once again, I've got a solid line of defenders, and they're all 1 square away from the enemy. That means that if they want to try and hit me, they have to waste one of their blitzes, and they can only hit one of me. And then because of the cage, he's using up 5 of his players back here. He's never going to be able to get enough men in the area to really outnumber me. So I think I'm in a pretty good spot.
This formation gives him a safe progression. It's going to be hard to make him lose the ball.
Alright, so at turn 7, if he didn't make a big effort to get sort of down into this area, he's not going to have the distance on his movement to be able to reach the end zone. So basically, he can't score. His only hope, and I'll have to check the players when I click on them, and he keeps moving me, but let's see if he's got a catcher. So he's got movement 8. Oop, Boga's coming in. Alrighty, so in this game it's always good to plan for the worst and hope for the best. So the worst thing that could happen is Alright, so in this, you get to move each one of your pieces until either everyone's had a turn or one of your players doesn't succeed, like fails his dice roll, whatever it is he's doing. So if he tries to pick up the ball and he fails to do so because of the dice roll, then it's a turnover immediately right there. So you really want to get things done that are easy to done, that requires no dice rolling first, and most important things done first. And then the last things you start doing are things that are higher risk, or just, not that important. So the worst thing that could happen is I try and, because I'm going to hit this guy in the crowd, because I know you're asking for it, I'm going to hit him, right? So the worst thing that would happen would be I fail the tackle. So what I'm going to do, and just in case that happens, is I'm going to block this guy off. Alright, so I've got two guys over here doing nothing, so I can stand them sort of here and here, make him have to go around my guys. And that didn't require any dice rolls, so that was nice and easy. Then the next most important thing, I think this guy here doesn't look like he's standing in anyone's zone, so he can stand across. And now I've got two guys here to hit the one. So here we go, smack in, into the crowd, come on! Yes! Stay where I am. In the crowd. And there he goes, beaten up by the crowd. Oh, and he's injured. Injured, that is awesome. So, as you can imagine, playing Blood Bowl on the field with monsters and creatures can be a bit of a dangerous pastime. So he's fractured his skull. That's awesome. In game terms, that means he's got one less armor value. Means that next time I play him, he'll be much easier to hurt. So he's got a bit of an outnumber going on over here, and this ogre is way stronger than anything I can muster. So I fit between. No, can't. He's got all that covered. So each player exerts a tackle area around him. So he's got all these overlapping tackle zones. Makes that really hard to get away. So I'm just going to drop off him. Drop back to here. Come on, dodge. Oh, lucky. He's going to drop back. Good. Now this guy can probably be fairly safe down here. You can actually kick a guy when they're down. So when they're down and facing the dirt, you can actually run over and kick them. But the referee might see you and send you off. So it's a bit of a risk. I reckon he might try it, but at the moment I think he's pretty safe down there. So I think, yeah, I'm going to drop him back to here. Yeah, this guy's in a bit of a bind. So I'm going to have to try and punch my way up through here, I think. Oops. I don't have block, do I? Try re-rolling it. See what comes up with. Oh, that's even worse. Skull, as you can imagine, can't be a good thing, can it? I'll let you skip it. Can't be good. So, once again, this is what I mean, like, turn 8, he should have tried to push further down the earlier turn, and he didn't. And even now in turn 8, that's as far down the field as he wanted to go. And he's still grouping up. Like he's still trying to protect his ball carrier, which is fine if you're moving it forwards, like down the field. But he was just wasting his time up here, and all I had to do to confuse him was just drop back off him and let him try and... That's a bit vindictive. That's last time, but that's alright. No injuries. I'll make it through to half time. 1-0 up. Dead and injured, yeah. Oh, but his knocked out guy woke up. Mine's still asleep. I have a theory that my locker rooms must be way more comfortable because my elves always seem to stay unconscious for a lot longer. Alright, so I'm gonna drop back just a little bit, I think. Just avoid some of the blood that he dished out earlier on. Slipping across the view under there. You stand next to him. Now these three, you have to have at least 3 guys on the halfway line at the start of the match, and you're only allowed 2 in either of the 2 wide zones. So this is, if I try and move him into here, it's going to come up with the warning. See, you cannot have more than 2 players in the wide zone, so I have to put him back. Already did. And then it's that same idea, just 1 square off the enemy, so that even if he tries to smash into me, the only one that's going to do any hitting is this guy and those 3. And I have to have them there. They're there because I have to have them. It's not because I feel particularly nasty and want to make them stand in front of a giant ogre. I think that looks okay. Set up. So he's gone for a full press. All these guys are lined up along the line there. He's being ultra aggressive. So I'm going to try and pop the ball down in behind him. That way. Oh, so it starts raining. So the weather can come in and take effect in the game. So it's raining. Ball was slippery and difficult to hold. And they've got a modifier to any catching, intercepting, or picking up. So it's actually good for me. Makes the ball a bit slipperier. He's the guy trying to score, so... Oh, he picked it up. Oh, here he goes. Ah, lucky. Alright, so ogres, if I click on him and get his play card up, really strong. Like most people's strength 3, so he's strength 5. That's huge in this game. His agility only 2, which is pretty bad. Armor value 9 is huge, and movement 5 is not that great. So because they're so big, so strong, they're a real handful to play. So they have this special rule. No, I want to talk about this guy. Wait for the cutscene. So they have this special play called Bonehead, and Bonehead is like a negative roll. So for even them to follow a simple instruction from the coach, they have to successfully roll a 2 or better, I think it is, on a 6-sided dice. So on a roll of a 1, they just stand there and scratch their heads and say, "What was that you wanted me to do?" So all up, not too bad. He's got the ball. He's knocked my centre line over, which is going to happen. But I think I can stand him up, drop him back 1 square. Alright, so that was the easiest one. This one's going to be a bit hard. So this guy here is going to try and dodge, but he's got to dodge away from 4 blokes. Thankfully, he's going to dodge into this square here, and this square is only next to 1. So that makes it harder by 1. That's what that -1 sits there for. But if I was going to go into that square, because it's next to 2 of them, it makes it harder. It makes it -2. So, but because of my elf agility, I'm going to cross my fingers and hope this works. Oh, he got away from me. Alright, so now he's then going to have to skip away to here, and he does so. That's good. So they're all out of danger now. So, like before, I've got myself a bit of an overlap outnumber on this side. So I'm going to go... No. Oh, look at this guy. He's just a lineman. Move to there. Now, this is my blitzer. Here's my star tackler. He's going to go 1, 2, and he's going to hit the guy. So I'm going to get another one into the crowd. Ooh, I'm going to push. And I'm going to push him up against the sideline. And I'm going to follow him. And I'm going to hit him next time. So everything else looks like in pretty good positions. I could possibly sneak this guy up, but I think I've got time to see what he's doing. Also, enter. He's wasting all his resources setting up his cage again. Got trying to get a big outnumber going on my lone little guy over here.
Right next to a teammate.
It's alright, we'll whack my lineman. Creep his cage forward. Alright, so there's a little bit of a group over here that I think I'm going to try and burst through over here. So, put him over there. Put him to here. Cover those just in cases. Get him. Collapse in the middle. He can come all the way across to help out. He's very fast, so we'll make it. Sort of really press up into there. Basically, I'm just putting 4 of my defenders in front of those 3. Actually,
I'm not allowed to say.
yes, I will. I'll leave it. I'll leave him on the floor. I'm going to stand him up though. And then I'm going to dodge him back to here. Whew. Alright, so once again, my defensive line is fairly solid. I've got 1 square gap between myself and any of the enemy guys at least, and I haven't yielded too much of the path of the field to him, so I can hopefully hold him out a bit longer. Now I get my cheap shot at this guy. Bang, put you in the crowd, smack. Whoa. Alrighty, so now that I've cleared that sideline, what this guy can do is we can just tuck back to here. We'll start working on peeling some of these guys towards the sideline and see how we go. Yeah, I'm done. That's 2 guys off the field, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So here's 1, 2, 9, 10. Yeah, so I got a 1-man advantage. I'm not going to try and steal the ball at the moment. What I'm going to do is find a weak guy on the end, and I'm going to smack him. Right, so he's trying to get an outnumber on this side, 2v1. That I could have smashed him all on his own. Didn't need to waste the
Will the big one manage to lay out an opponent of half his strength?
dodge. Actually not a bad play for him. Oh, he's trying to set up to hit this guy. It's okay, there's room for him to sneak out. So what I can do is stand him up and move him to there. Okay, what I'm going to do is gonna pop him up there. Just in case I get the ball, he's in a position to try and streak around the field and get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go for it. Alright, so let's go 2 more. Right, so if I get the ball off him, I can certainly try and he's just going to drop back cover. He's going to drop back. Yeah, he's going to get there. Go to there. Alright, so then this guy is going to come out here, dodge, and then he's going to go around. Not a good idea to stand on the sideline in this game, as you've seen. Anyone that gets near the sideline can often get put into the crowd. Right, so he's starting to go man on man a little bit here, I think. Does should be able to get to his ball carrier out. So notice then my guy tried to stop him, he ran through his tackle zone, so my guy stops him, or tries to.
Players arrive to assist their teammate.
Alright, so he's
To assist their teammate.
snap. Starting off a break with me. Alright, so he's now got a couple of guys down here, especially that blitzer. Both of those guys. Both of those guys are more than capable of scoring. So what I have to do is drop some guys back. And now, because of their positioning, I think I might have to be a little bit more aggressive. Try again. Go to here. You. Go to here. Here. And then, yep. This guy here. So you got dodge, catch. He's going to drop back to this guy here. And he's going to come back to here.
Close and personal. You need to be close. Smell your breath and see the dead insects in here.
Alright, so now I've got the outnumber. I've got 4 standing players to his 2. So now I'm just going to stop him from getting help with that. Can I get the... 1v1 tackle. What's that thrower got? Lineman. Got nothing. Alright, I'm gonna have a crack at that ball. So I've closed off his other options. This guy's gonna drop to here. I don't think that'll get in my way, so yeah, he's moved to there. Just a bit of screening here. Then he's gonna come into here, and then smack the ball carrier. Confirm. It's a bit risky, but if I can get that ball. Reroll. Oh, of course. Ah. So how does it all sound? Is it all making sense too? I hope it is. This is still very new at this streaming sort of thing. I'm just too into it. This is my second one. The first one I accidentally set to private so no one could see it. But I think obviously I got it right this time. But hopefully it all sort of is making some sense. And hopefully you're getting a bit of an insight into the game too. It's a pretty cool game. I do enjoy it.
That's a solid formation. I want to see the opposing team have a go at the ball
Oh. Oh, and he's injured too. That's not good. Now I'm going to use my apothecary and I'm going to hopefully heal him. Original result, guns associate no casualty, was, take no casualty. I don't know how to fast forward that. I thought I picked the right one. Whoa. Ooh, I get to choose. He's hitting my throw, pass, safe throw, dodge. I'm gonna pick the dodge result. So that probably wasn't the best turn for me. He's managed to get one of my guys off the field and he's knocked a lot of my men down. And he's now sort of getting into range of scoring a touchdown, so he's got time to do it. So I need to do a bit more strategic where I put my men. So I'm gonna have to let's move the guys I can move without needing any dice rolls. So let's shift you across. One more. Yep. You're gonna have to go next one. And he, how far can he get? Can he get to there? No. Go to there. So with the going for it, what that is the guy uses up all his movement, and he can actually go an extra 2 bonus squares, but each time he does so, he has to roll a dice. As you can imagine, if you roll a 1, he falls over. So going for it's a risk, but it can give you an extra 2 movement. So they're all the easy moves I can do. This guy here needs to just back off. And then, yeah, I think he's okay there. So this guy's going to stand up. And he's going to drop back to here. And he failed at the dodge. Yeah, use a reroll. Oh, and he makes it. Good. Alrighty. How much movement has he got? Oh, I reckon it's probably the best spot to put. No. This guy is going to try and stand up and move and get to here. Oh, I could keep going for it. That was silly. There he goes. Tripped over. So he failed that going for it, as I knew he would. But he kind of occupies the square, so it's not totally useless. Just a little bit. Hello Punchus, welcome to the stream. An old Blood Bowl buddy of mine, so he's probably sitting back enjoying me getting creamed. Whew, that was lucky. He's starting to get a bit anxious now. He's pressing up on me. He's only got 2 turns to try and break through my line. I've only got 2 turns to try and pinch the ball off him. So, start with the guys that don't need to do much. Stand you up. Get to that. I probably should have kept him where he was, but alrighty. Stand you up. Alright, 2 guys hit. 1. There. Straight. So he should be able to hit him now with the 2 guys. Push. Yes, I want to get next to him now. He can now hit him. Right there. Like that. Follow. Knocked out.
They've smacked the player to relieve his team. Well done.
Alright. Let's stand him up. Alright, so here comes the risky play. I'm going to try and send this guy around the back. Good. +1 strength. Where's he going to get the +1? Guard? So you got guard. Face throw. Shore hand. Pass. What's his strength? Strength 3. Strength 2.
Absolutely have to stop him.
Block.
Whatever.
Didn't have any rules. I have to take it. Oh. Where's the ball? Yes! I got the ball. Of course he's gonna get smacked because he's standing right next to everybody.
That's the spirit of the game.
no, that's not where I want it. Don't. Back it up, back it up. Oh.
The harder they punch.
Oh. Alrighty, so I've got the ball off him, but I'm starting to feel the pinch. To try and pick that ball up is going to be really hard, because it's going to be next to 3 opposing players. Somehow, some way, I've got to try and clear the path. And I've only got 1 blitz to do it, so yeah, let's do that.
Gathering around that bull place,
So,
like halflings round a sandwich.
over there. Follow him up. Not what I really wanted, but I've just got to put pressure on these guys here. I'll do that. I really want him to go and pick up the ball. So if I go 1, 2, and a push will do. All I need is a push. Oh, I'm better than a push. Haha, that's awesome. Follow that up. Follow. So now, I think this is the best chance I can get to pick up that ball. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, now. I think that might be a glitch. Because the ball didn't actually land on the ground, so I think it's still supposed to be my turn, according to the rules of Blood Bowl. I think I've been jibbed. I think I've been robbed. See what happens. He's got 1 turn to take it off me.
Ball in danger.
And he's rolled a double skull. Oh. I really needed that.
Oh, that loser. Turning this match on its head.
I don't think he can score though. I think he's too many dodge rolls. He's already blitzed me. So I think I can safely just ride out the rest of this turn. Oh yeah, I think it's in that block. That's another weakness in the ogre. Alrighty, I could. So his turns are finished. He's done. I can't score. No chance of me getting it. And seeing as this is just a practice game, I have no need to try and run earn some XP by completing tasks. So I think I can just take the 1-0 win. I'd be pretty happy with that. I might. So I won my first game, Blood Bowl 2. It's awesome. In turn, take the victory. Alright, well, there you go. There's your, well, my first attempt at streaming, and one of my favourite games, Blood Bowl. Hopefully you got a bit of a look-see at the game, and as someone in the chat's already said, yeah, it looks pretty strategic, so that's pretty cool. Being a turn-based game means you can really check your, plan out your moves and try and figure out what you want to do, and players, as they do things, they earn skill points down under here. So this guy's earned 8 out of 16, and if he flips over the level, then he can level up and you can add new skills to the guy. So if you want him to be a tackler, you can add tackling skills to it. If you want him to be a thrower, then you can, depending on the position that he plays, you can pick up throwing skills and things like that. So it's really interesting when the game starts to develop and evolve, and you can sort of start to customize your teams to suit your style of play. For me, the negative with the game is the AI. It's probably the one thing that really does bug me about the game. If you're playing against other players, then you won't have that problem. They'll be doing everything they can to win, and they'll be quickly assessing the situation and coming up with better decisions and better strategies than what the AI will do. But if you just want to learn the game and just play
got their hands deep into Bloodbowl.
and get used to the game and learn how it plays, then I guess the AI is a good place to start. But eventually, I think a couple of games into the game, you'll figure out what the AI is going to do, and you'll just be able to get around him pretty easily. But where this game really excels is when you start playing online against other humans, other players, I should say, and then in the development of your players, the development of your team. So you have your thrower, and suddenly he's able to throw passes further and more accurately. You've got blitzers who can get in there and really tackle hard, and then you've got wide receivers or runners who can run even faster and dodge even better. And once you start leveling up your players, you can really sink your teeth into some of the way the skills evolve. The skill tree for each of the players evolves, and it becomes a bit of a paper rock scissors type thing with my player with his skills can beat this player over here because your skills don't match up to me, but then your player will match up better against others, so you sort of work out the skills. I can honestly tell you too, when you do level up, the first skill you should look to get is block. Block will make your guy a much harder player to try and bring down, so block's usually one of the first skills you try and pick up. So we're going to have a look at the statistics. So I was happy to give him possession of the ball because he really wasn't moving. Occupation of own half. So
massive Bifford fan on Twerper has just sent you a rather
waiting for
Would you like to take a look?
commentary to finish, but yeah, so he had possession, but he was always in his own half. He really didn't come forward too much. 76 yards running, 1 injury, 41 blocks, whereas I wasn't in his half for very long, but that was because I just grabbed it and ran and scored. So 24 blocks, 2 KOs from that, 38 yards running, 8 yards passing. But main thing is I got up onto the scoreboard and was able to hold him off. Star player points. So this is where you check to see whether your players had leveled up and picked up any skills. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it for my first Sunday night at Guff. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I had a couple of viewers tonight, which is good to see, and hopefully we can make this if not a regular, at least a semi-regular thing on a Sunday night. My goal is to probably play different games as well, so I'll sometimes I'll play Blood Bowl, sometimes I'll look at some of the other games we have here down at Guff, and when we do, please be understanding, because I'm not very good at these games. That's why I like Blood Bowl. It's a turn-based game. I can sit back and plan things out. But yeah, some of those Twitch shooters, probably get in and have a go. I'm pretty keen to have a look at that new Battlefield 1. That looks pretty cool. So jump in there, and I've had some requests already outside of the stream to give Overwatch a go, so maybe I'll give that one a go.
Got so many twerps
And then
on
probably also one of my other favourite games, which I'll probably get into at some point, is MechWarrior Online. So I'm a big fan of that game. So there's probably some games that I'll look forward to having a go of and playing on a Sunday night. But I think it's probably going to see me out for my very first one. So thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully you had a good look at Blood Bowl 2. And with any luck, I'll see you out in the Blood Bowl field. Otherwise, it's goodbye from me, and goodbye from Guff. We'll catch you next time.